Hey guys, we're here again with the 1990 Toyota Celica GTS. This is the same car that's been featured in some of our other videos. Today we're going to talk about the cruise control and what can go wrong. This generation of Toyotas is infamous for having cruise control problems. We're going to see what we can do to help you fix that. The cruise control system in these early Toyotas is pretty complex. We're going to go over some of the major systems that can cause problems, and hopefully help you narrow down what the problem may be with yours. There are 5 main components to the cruise control system. One is the steering wheel control switch that you see here. Another is the dashboard lamp. Then we have this module. Now this is a known problem, and this is located behind the radio, at least in the Celicas. It may be located in a different spot in your car. So what goes wrong? Mostly, like a lot of older electronics, it's usually the electrolytic capacitors that fail. According to the date code on the back of this module, it was built in February of 1990. That's more than 30 years ago. So this module will need to be rebuilt, which we'll cover a little bit later. The fourth component we're going to talk about is the cruise control actuator, which you see here. On these early cars, it's powered by vacuum. On the later cars, it uses a servo motor. As you can see, there are 2 cables that go into it. One is directly from the throttle pedal in the car, and the second goes out from the module to your throttle body. This actually is what holds the speed when you activate the cruise control. And the last component is one we're not going to be able to show you directly because it's buried underneath this maze of hoses and wires, and that's the VSS, the vehicle speed sensor. It's actually mounted on the top of the transmission and relays the speed data to the cruise control module. Last but not least, there are control switches attached to both the clutch and the brake pedal that will deactivate the cruise control. If either of these switches is bad in your vehicle, the cruise control will not activate. So that's one of the things you need to check first. Alright guys, so we talked earlier about this critical part of the cruise control system. This is the speed control module. We're going to go ahead and peel this thing apart. We're not going to bore you to tears with all the internal stuff as far as desoldering and whatnot, but we will show you what's inside. Be back in a few. Alright, so once you get this metal cover unsnapped from the top of the speed control module, it's just a matter of popping that front piece off. And the whole circuit board comes out. Now it looks like there are a total of 8 electrolytic capacitors on the board. That's these little metal cans here. They look like they're all polarized except for this one here. That one's labeled on the board BP, so that's a bipolar capacitor. Just have to be aware of that. There's also a control relay here in the middle. Inside these caps, the electrolyte dries out, especially over the course of 30 years, and they just no longer have the capacitance that they should, and causes all kinds of strange problems in electronics. We're going to go ahead and rebuild this module. If you actually want to see what's involved in the soldering process, I recommend you watch some of our other videos, such as the tachometer rebuild from this same car, or our Xbox rebuild. Okay, thanks for watching.